A very hearty good morning to one and all, and welcome to Taj 777 presents Taj Cricket Club League T10 Cricket Castle Animal match number 27. That is the match here between the Bellville Blasters, sponsored by D247, and they up against the Victoria Vipers, sponsored by ID247. The Vipers are looking to get a place into the playoffs. Well, this is a very important game for both teams as well there. So early on, we went to go look at the surface they're going to be playing on, as well as the conditions, and have a couple of words with the umpires at the toss. Good morning and welcome here. It's match 27 here, and we're here to look at this pitch for this all-important clash here between the Bellville Blasters. They are sponsored by D247 and the Victoria Vipers, who are sponsored by ID247. It's a battle of the 247s out here, but let's look at this pitch first and foremost. Again, this pitch looks beautiful again for cricket. It's got some even covering of grass as well, but I think that will just assist in keeping it together and allow the ball to come on a little bit. There has been a lot there for the seamers as well, with the ball having a little bit more bounce as usual as well. But what I found interesting yesterday, the spinners, they got a little bit of grip and a little bit of bounce on the surface, so they could come to the 4 here as well. Overhead, beautiful day here again, not a cloud in sight. Beautiful conditions, no breeze to talk about. I think all in all, it's just going to be an exceptionally good day. So it's an exciting toss for us to go to. I think teams that's going to win the toss will still have to try and have a bowl first, just to try and keep the other team under pressure. But let's go to that toss. Here we are at the all-important toss here. It's a toss between the Bellville Blasters. They are going to be captained here by Leon Labuskachny and Mahmoud Peterson. He's also here, the captain of the Vipers as well. The umpires in there, Rosy Red, sponsored by Golf Ticket. They are here as well. I'm going to ask umpire De Jong to hand over the coin there to Leon. And if you can toss the coin, please. Heads is the call, and tails it is. So, looks like Leon, first time out. Can you come and join me, sir? What do you decide to do?
We are going to have a bat first.
Okay, what's your thinking behind that? It looks a real good belting wicket as well.
Yeah, it looks like a real good wicket, so if we can put on a big target and defend it with our great bowling and put pressure in the field, then we can have a chance.
Yeah, things haven't gone quite your way in this tournament, but it's still time for you to really excel and really put a good performance together.
Yeah, the tournament was good for the first two games. After that, it's a bit of niggles, but if we can get through those niggles today, we can have a big fighting chance on our hands.
Lovely day here for cricket. I want you guys to just go out there, enjoy, and have fun.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Leon. Mahmoud, what would you have done if you had to win the toss?
Obviously, our strength is bowling, but you never know what the results these days.
Yeah. Well, didn't quite go your way yesterday, and you got another opportunity to try and force your way into the playoffs.
Yeah, the guys are excited. Fortunately, we have a chance. As far as I understand, we just have to win the game, and we'll take it from there.
Well, let's leave that to the mathematicians for later. But yeah, listen, go well today.
Yeah, last thing, I'd like to wish myself happy birthday. All the best for myself. Hopefully, we come home with a win.
Go well then.
Thank you very much.
There is the news there. It is the Blasters. They have won the toss, and they've elected to have a bat first against the Vipers. And that was the news at the toss. It is the Blasters that have won the toss, and they have elected to have a bat first, and the Vipers. And first and foremost, we'll have to wish Mahmoud Peterson a very happy birthday for him, and hopefully his Vipers team can get a victory for them over the Blasters. And with me here this morning in this very vital clash here is Garth. And Garth, Firstly, what has your take been on the T10 tournament overall before we get into today's clash here between these two teams?
Good morning, Eugene. Firstly, it's an honor to be here, a new experience. I think the T10 tournament's been a great experience for a lot of the players, young players, old players, those that have experience, those are not as experienced, can learn a lot in this. It is a very short format of the game, but a lot can be learned within this time, going into a season ahead. So I've participated in it as well. Really, it's well organized, it's very professional, and truly a very good experience for all.
Yeah, it certainly tests the skill levels of these boys. And, I mean, what better time to test the skill levels of the boys getting into a new season as well. And with me as well as Kashif. And Kashif, another beautiful day out there. It should be a batting paradise, but we'll see how these two teams go.
Yeah, good morning, Eugene. देखिए जैसे आपने बोला है कि बहुत ही crucial मैच होने वाला है दोनों टीम्स के लिए, especially Victoria Vipers के लिए. And it's a beautiful sunshine, almost burning, Eugene. Yeah, so बहुत ही अच्छा गेम होने वाला है. देखें क्या लास्ट मैच में विक्टोरिया वाइपर्स इतना खास परफॉर्मेंस नहीं हुआ था उनकी जानिब से. जैसा कि आप देख सकते हैं टेबल पे डर्बन राइट ऑन टॉप विद द 6th विन, और टाइगर्स भी वहाँ पे ऑलमोस्ट क्वालिफाई कर चुके हैं. और देखें स्टैनफोर्टेन भी 4 विन उनके पास 8 पॉइंट्स के साथ. सो विक्टोरिया वाइपर्स के लिए बहुत ही अहम मैच होगा ये जीतना.
Yeah, there you see it. A win for the Vipers will take them into the playoffs, and then that will be done and dusted. It would have taken us right up until match 27. And a win here for the Blasters might throw the cat amongst the pigeons here, with the Masters still playing the Strikers later on. So this is still a vital game this year for the Vipers indeed, because they don't want to be looking over their shoulder. Their run rate is good, as we know that the Saints are there. So if the Vipers win this one, they will most certainly play the Saints in tomorrow's eliminator, because the Dynamos and the Tigers, they are already through, and they will be battling out to see who goes to that all-important final. There are the umpires in their rosy red. Umpire Tom, he's on the right-hand side, walks like John Wayne. And the one on the left there is umpire De Jong. That's Jacob De Jong. He's on the left. The umpire sponsored here by Golf Ticket as well. And they are closely followed there by the team sponsored by D247. That's the Bellville Blasters. And can they blast their way to some type of score here, Kashif?
यूजीन देखें बहुत ही अहम मैच है ब्लास्टर के लिए भी, लेकिन मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंटली देखना होगा कि वाइपर्स, विक्टोरिया वाइपर्स के जो की प्लेयर हैं वो कैसे कम बैक करते हैं. लास्ट कपल ऑफ गेम्स उनके की प्लेयर्स काफ़ी ऑफ लग रहे हैं. तो देखें बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट मैच आज, और क्या परफॉर्मेंस दे सकेंगे और क्या ये क्वालिफाई कर सकेंगे नेक्स्ट राउंड के लिए.
Yeah, the weather has been very, very good as well, and not a cloud in sight. The caption did read that it's probably going to be around 19 degrees. I think it's going to be about 10 more than that, plus that. So I think it's another scorcher going to be out there, and it looks like a killer bus again, the left arm seamer here for the team in green. The Viper's going to be starting us off here from the Golf Ticket end. He looks like he's going to be bowling here to the captain, Leon Labuskachny. And teams, Garth, I'm going to bring you in here. Teams haven't really excelled in that first power play. It's not like they haven't tried. I don't think they've got a formula yet to how to play that power play.
Yes, definitely. I think a lot of players, because it's 10 overs, they try and go hard. They forget about getting the single. So when we do look at it, there's a lot of dot balls. The dot ball count in all the teams throughout the tournament has been very high. We're talking about 25, 26 dot balls. Even if we took 18 of that 25 or 26 and had singles, in the context of this game, in the format, it makes a big difference. We've looked at, there's been a couple of big scores, but 70, 75 has generally been something that you feel you can defend. So when you have 18 runs maybe added rather than dot balls, it certainly puts you in a better position to defend.
100%. Can't agree with you more there, Garth, with that assessment. And it's certainly been a casing point that if you take half the amount of dot balls, you can certainly post something a little bit better. So it looks like we're all set. We bang on time here. Killer Bus, left arm. Oh, very, very gingerly. That ball just goes across the right-hander. Field is extremely orthodox. We haven't seen this throughout the tournament, where you have, it looks like a third man and a fine leg. Apologies, he's not a third man, it's a short third man, so it's fine leg and deep, backwards square. There's no swing on offer there for Akila Bus, just going across the right-hander. No run there, no run on offer. And I think the field that is set now is set more for if the ball is swinging and it's not swinging at all. So are they going to adjust to conditions? And again, Garth, I'm going to bring you in here again. Teams have not adapted to what's out there quickly enough for me. It certainly has been maybe after 3 or 4 overs, then they try to think about what they have to do.
Yeah, look, if you look at it from the batting perspective and from the bowling perspective, maybe they haven't executed the plan set in place. If we look at the field, for example, you have a fine leg, you have a deep square. It's up to the bowler to put the ball in the right area, right? At the same time, it's for the batsman to be able to identify what the bowler and the fielding plan is, and then make adjustments to that. It's early in the season. The wicket's also very new and early in the season, so maybe it's not easy, as you mentioned earlier. Batting teams have not got off in the power play as maybe expected, but those are things that needs to be considered as well. So let's see how the Blasters go. They have a lot to play for, as do the Vipers. It's about executing the plans.
Execution has been the format all the teams might have been struggling with as well, and I just feel, gosh, if they haven't adapted to what's been on offer there, they just set their tone and just relied on, okay, let's just go with it. Again, a ball going across there. There's no swing whatsoever.
Eugene, you've been for the first tournament, the first installment of this, which was towards the end of the cricket season, and this is the beginning. What do you see different in comparison to that?
I see a lot of teams trying to go hard in the power play, and they haven't sort of got that acceleration going. I've also seen a lot of that middle period where teams have just been sort of nurdling their way. If we see this ball from Akil, well, that one sort of comes back nicely a little bit. But we haven't seen teams play that overs 4 and 7 quite well, and that, I think, has been the difference. There hasn't been the amount of boundaries hit as what it was in the last tournament as well. That could also be contributed by the early season pitches, the early season rustiness of the players. I mean, there's a lot to contend with, because at the back end of the season, these players have had a season worth of cricket, and they have played all their shots they want to play, whatever the format. So there's a lot of those things as well, Garth, that I think attributes to those things. A very tidy over there, 5 dot balls, as you already said, in that first over. And it looks like it's going to be, Kasif, it looks like it's going to be Wali Khan.
Yeah, Eugene, जैसा कि आप बोल रहे हैं कि बैटिंग की बात कर रहे हैं, क्या प्लेयर्स कैसे अप्रोच रखते हैं अपनी गेम का. देखें, प्लेयर्स को अपना स्ट्रेंथ बैकअप करना होगा, अपनी स्ट्रेंथ के साथ जाना होगा अर्ली ऑन पावर प्ले में. और इतना हमको दिखने के मिला नहीं है कि अर्ली ऑन वो शॉट्स क्रिएट कर रहे हों और शॉट्स और गैप्स में शॉट्स मारते हों. वली खान.
Oh, that is hit back with a point there by Leon Lavaskachny. It beats a diving Mahmoud there at point. They come back for 2.
Yeah, Wali Khan इस मरतबा बॉल करने आए हैं सेकंड ओवर इन द पावर प्ले में. गोल्डन आर्म विक्टोरिया वाइपर्स के बॉलर.
Yeah, a couple of wickets. Yeah, he will push himself up there in the leader of the wicket takings there. I think it's leading. The leader is Jody Lawrence. He's leader of the pack. Yeah, very sedate here, Garth. Very quiet.
It's certainly been a very cautious start from the Blasters. 10 overs, not a lot of time to get going. So maybe assessing the conditions, but what's 3 runs after 1.2 overs? Certainly we need to get it move on.
They're going to come here for a quick single. There's a throw. It's just going to be one.
I'm sure the Vipers they'll be very happy with this start. They've got a lot to play for. They certainly seem to have things under control right now. Lots can change very quickly, but maybe they are hitting their straps and hitting good areas.
There we see the big screen there. And again, thanks to all the sponsors around that board, including the one sitting on top there, Taj. 777. A great deal of thanks go out to you for this magnificent tournament set out here. It was a big appeal, but it was only, I tell you what, it was only Wally Khan that was appealing for that. Umpire De Jong, he wants nothing to do with that. Oh, that stump cam has turned right up. I heard nothing in the stump cam.
Again, Eugene, agar Wali Khan ki bowling ki baat karenge, we hardly saw a pace in his bowling because itna cutter karte hain ball ko aur itna change of pace laate hain apni bowling mein. बहुत ही शानदार bowler hai Wali Khan.
Oh, he's trying to swing the hands there. Braxton trying to get off the mark as well. He got 2 balls there. He could have done a lot more with. Wally Khan's on top here. Yeah, and if he gets, I think it's 3 wickets. If he gets to 3 wickets, he ties it up there with a certain Mr. Jody Lawrence in terms of the leading wicket takers here in this tournament. Lot tighter. Garth, this is extremely sedate, but well, good bowling has to be said there by the Victoria Vipers.
No, definitely. I'm sure they'll be very happy with the start. I must be honest, I'm surprised with the very circumspect, slow start that the Blasters have. You would certainly think that there would be more intent, more innovation to try and do something. A lot of dot balls, as we mentioned earlier. 4 runs after 2 overs is certainly not what you want in a T10.
No, and I think they haven't been allowed anything like that at all. And again, Akil Abbas, he's going to finish up here.
And we've got 9 dot balls in 12.
There he goes, up and over, and that's going to bring about the first boundary. Fielder turns around extremely quickly there to umpire Tom, who indicates it's papers, 4 runs. There's your intent, Garth. There's your intent. A little bit of a shuffle.
I think it needed to come at least 5 balls earlier.
देखें कदमों का इस्तेमाल कीपर बैट्समैन की जानिब से शॉर्ट और वाइड था, and there was 4 runs.
Eugene, probably with the morning games, there's always something in the wicket. So generally teams would maybe look to bowl first and extract what they can early morning. So Bellville Blast is probably just assessing it as we said earlier on. But again, dot balls need to be looked at.
Yeah, it is. There has been something in it, especially that first week of this tournament there. The wicket was extremely bowler-friendly, even if it didn't have a great deal of pace in it. I think now, as we go into the second and coming to the sort of pivotal time of this tournament, the pitchers have really played really well here. The bounce has been good. There's been something in it for everybody. The batter, the seamers, the spinners especially. That's a full toss, worked onto the onside. That's where Pringle is out there. I'm told he's the older Pringle. So I said that comes a lot of pressure because there's a lot of experience that comes from being the eldest.
Eugene, Akil Abbas, left armor. अब इनकी बात करें तो past couple of games offline नजर आ रहे हैं थोड़ा सा. Line पे इनका बॉल नहीं गिर रहा. पहला ओवर अच्छा गया था. Oh, beautiful balls by Akil Abbas.
Yeah, a ball that's full feet proper in the toilet here. No foot movement whatsoever. And that just missed the inside edge as well as the off stump there. Yeah, Akil Abbas hasn't really, for me, gone on. It just shows maybe the early conditions we had in the first week of the tournament where the ball was swinging and seaming around. It hasn't been like that. And he's yet to hit his straps. Again, another dot ball. He's yet to hit the straps like it did in that first innings or first half of the season, this tournament as well. And he hasn't really found that form as well, but yeah, he's got 2 overs, near enough done. He's only going to concede 6. He's got 1 more ball to go, so hopefully that will give him a little bit of confidence going into the playoffs potentially, if the Vipers do get there. It's all very, very sedate here. I mean, we used to play 2-day cricket not so long ago in those parts of the world. However, it's got that type of feeling here. I mean, 10 without loss after 3. What a power play that has been. I think that is the lowest power play, comfortably the lowest power play.
I think even in the 2-day format, we would have been a bit ahead after 3 overs. Eugene, as you said, the ball swung much more early part of the tournament, but there was wetter conditions, there was overcast. If you remember, it hasn't been as dry and as sunny as this, so the pitch was under covers for most of the time, where now it's probably the best weather conditions we've had since the tournament started.
You know this guy here, Robin Creel. I mean, what's your assessment about him? He certainly lived up there. Look at that economy rate of just under 6 and over. He hasn't bagged enough wickets there, but he's a good bowler. I'm led by this Robin Creel.
Yeah, definitely. We'll have to see what the Bellville Blasters are going to try. It's obviously the first change now. The opening bowlers have really done well. They've really got through the power play. Captain can't ask for more. Set to field, bowl to plans, executed it very well. So, the change bowlers will need to then come up and execute and follow the plans as well.
Yeah, left arm over. He's an experienced campaigner, Robin Creel. He's going to be bowling here to Braxton. Oh, that's a single all day long. So when are they going to put their foot down on the accelerator here?
Eugene, I'm actually very surprised. There's all to play for. Either you show some intent, come out, make a game of it, but certainly right now the Bellville Blasters are well behind where they need to be.
देखें यूजिन अभी तक कोई ऐसा शॉट नहीं दिखने को मिला ब्लास्टर की जानब से. Robin Creel.
They're going to Braxton giving him the old hurry up there. Come on, get yourself going. They come through. Yeah, we know that the Blasters have had a whole host of changes made, but they still want to go out there and blast their way to some total.
ऐसे लग रहा है यूजिन जैसे कि ब्लास्टर यहाँ पे सेव करने आए हैं मैच को और चांस दे रहे हैं विक्टोरिया वाइपर्स को. ये have a match.
There they go. They're just dealing in singles now. They only got the one boundary so far, and that came off Labuschagne.
Robin Creel बहुत ही अच्छे और एक्सपीरियंस बॉलर हैं. चेंज ऑफ पेस लाते हैं अपनी बॉलिंग में. Slow ball cutters, and one of the best bowler in the tournament. Wickets इनको इतनी अच्छी नहीं मिली, लेकिन economy बहुत अच्छी है इनकी.
There's a shot through extra. Pringle's got it all to do. He sticks out his little leg. Oh, we got to have a look. Oh, that is going to have to be looked at. But let's give him 10 for effort. But let's see if he's done the job. Yeah, in fact, it's 4 indicated already. It's 4 runs. It's a good shot, this again. Waltzing Matilda down the pitch, he comes. That ball's racing away. He just stuck out the size. Let's go the size 8. Because if it was size 12, he would have stopped it. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's unlucky.
Very good shot. Still not the fastest outfield at the moment, and that ball made it to the boundary.
Again, giving himself room. Unfortunately, if you give himself room like that, Mr. Producer, we can't go for wide.
देखिए यूजिन बहुत ही अच्छा इंटेंट था वहाँ पे कदमों का थोड़ा सा इस्तेमाल किया और बहुत ही अच्छा शॉट सा कवर्स की जानिब लेकिन इंटेंट लाना होगा आपको शॉट्स क्रिएट करना होगी गैप्स ढूंढना पड़ेगा यहाँ पे
That's a slower ball, and that's going to land in that famous fielding position called no man's land. They're going to come back here for 2. Over Sammy van Veek's head there at mid-wicket. He turned like a tugboat, it has to be said. But anyway, thanks again to our sponsors here. Billy 777, Crickouter Trust Avina, D247, ID 247, JSK1, Winfair 247, World 777, and Golden 444. They are our team sponsors and also umpire sponsors, Golf Ticket, as well as our associate sponsor, Wolf 777, and our main sponsor, Taj 777. So for the next over and taking us to that Golf Ticket strategic timeout, I leave you in the capable hands here of Kashif.
Yeah, thanks Eugene. बहुत ही quiet power play था ब्लास्टर की जानिब से. I think the lowest power play in this tournament. नए बॉलर आए हैं कॉलिसन. बहुत ही important games हैं दोनों टीम्स के लिए. विक्टोरिया वाइपर्स अगर आप इनको जीत मिलती है आज सीधा क्वालिफाई करेंगे टॉप 4 के लिए. ब्लास्टर में भी अभी तक चांस है लेकिन उनका रन रेट पे बात जाएगी. So both the teams important games. जॉन क्लर्सन बहुत ही शानदार अच्छी लेंथ पे बॉल गिरा क्लर्सन की तरफ से. डॉट बॉल होगा यहाँ पे. काफी डॉट बॉल खेल चुके हैं ब्रैक्सटन अभी तक. 11 डॉट बॉल्स T10 में. ये तो बहुत बड़ा जुर्म होगा इतनी डॉट बॉल्स खेलना. आप अपनी टीम को अंडर प्रेशर कर रहे हैं डॉट बॉल्स खेल के. कदमों का इस्तेमाल ब्रैक्सटन की जानब. लॉन्ग ऑन सीधा फील्डर के हाथ में. अकील अब्बास. एक ही रन आएगा यहाँ पे. बहुत ही खूबसूरत वेदर सन शाइनिंग. एक मरतबा फिर कदमों का इस्तेमाल लेकिन टोटली बीट हुए वहां पे. फीट कहीं भी नहीं थे. बॉल को देख नहीं रहे हैं. देखिए आपको शॉट्स क्रिएट करना होगी. इंटेंट अच्छा है लेकिन आपको देखना होगा बॉल कहां पे गिर रहा है. प्रोजेक्टेड स्कोर अभी भी बहुत लो है. जॉन क्लर्सन अपना चौथा बॉल करते हुए एक मरतबा फिर बहुत ही शानदार बहुत ही खूबसूरती के साथ ये बॉल हुआ क्लर्सन की जानिब से. बैट्समैन को कोई समझ में नहीं आ रहा यहाँ पे कैसे इनको खेलेंगे. यहाँ पे कोई फुट मूवमेंट नहीं है वहां पे. लियन लाबुशेंग 16 balls 16 runs. लॉफुल टॉस कॉलिसन की जानिब से. कहीं भी हिट लगा सकते थे लियन यहाँ पे लेकिन एक अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी हिट लगाने की मिस की यहाँ पे. लास्ट बॉल इस ओवर की. क्या अच्छा फिनिश कर पाएंगे कॉलिसन. एक मरतबा फिर हिट लगाने की कोशिश. गेंद हवा में और बॉलर के मैं खुद ही अपना काम करूंगा अपनी बॉलिंग पे और इसी के साथ ही 5वें ओवर के समाप्त पर 20 रन एंड 1 विकेट। इसी के साथ ही गोल्फ टिकट स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम हाफ टाइम पे जाएंगे यहाँ पे।
जी हाँ दोस्तों, 5वें ओवर की समाप्ति के बाद अब समय हो चुका है गल्फ टिकट स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट का। जैसा कि हम देख सकते हैं, गल्फ टिकट द्वारा स्पॉन्सर्ड हमारी ड्रिंक्स कार्ट अब मैदान में आ रही है और दोनों टीमों के खिलाड़ियों को रिफ्रेशमेंट्स देगी। अपने दर्शकों को ये मैं याद दिला देना चाहता हूं कि गल्फ टिकट है यूएई का सबसे ज्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉ। ये है फुली रेगुलेटेड, रजिस्टर्ड एंड ऑथराइज्ड लॉटरी ड्रॉ फ्रॉम यूएई। आप अभी golfticket.com पे जाके अपनी किस्मत का खेल खेल सकते हैं। जी हाँ दोस्तों, golfticket.com पे जाएं, वहां पे लॉग इन करें, अपना अकाउंट खोलें और खेलिए अपनी किस्मत का खेल। अपने सपनों को उड़ान भरिए और मौका दीजिए अपनी जिंदगी को बदलने का golfticket.com के साथ। गल्फ टिकट की टैगलाइन है शेयरिंग मिलियंस माइल्स और ऐसे ही करोड़ों लोगों के चेहरों पे मुस्कुराहट लाने के बाद गल्फ टिकट आपकी जिंदगी में भी खुशियां भर सकता है। आपको केवल ये करना है कि golfticket.com पे जाएं, वहां पे अपना अकाउंट खोलें और हिस्सा लें गल्फ टिकट के वीकली ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉज में। बिल्कुल दोस्तों, गल्फ टिकट सिर्फ एक प्लेटफॉर्म नहीं है, ये है एक सिम्फनी ऑफ होप, एक कैनवस ऑफ पॉसिबिलिटीज, एक टेस्टमेंट है पावर ऑफ ड्रीम्स के लिए। अब समय बर्बाद ना करें, तुरंत जाइए golfticket.com पे और खेलिए अपनी किस्मत का खेल, क्योंकि गल्फ टिकट ही है यूएई का सबसे ज्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉ।
And that's the match to follow here. The Milnerton Masters, sponsored by Billy 777. They're up against the Solomon Strikers, sponsored by Winfair 247. At the minute, that game still holds a great significance. But it all depends on this match here, match 27 between the Blasters and the Vipers. And yes, it has been tough going here, and that is the Wolf 777 wicket moment there. And it is Collison with a little bit of a caught and bowl. And that got rid of the captain, Leon Lobuskachny. And that was the first wicket to go. It's been tough going for the Blasters. The Vipers, they have been bowling very, very well and bowling to the plans here as well. So, Garth, tough going for the men in grey there. And I mean, do they just go and try and blast away to some total, or do they show some responsibility with the bat?
Well, they're only 1 wicket down, so I think some intent is probably what's needed right now. There's 5 overs left, 10 overs is the game, so a lot can change, you know. Not the best first 5 overs for them, but what they do have is wickets in the tank, so surely they should come out now and try to post something competitive to be able to defend later.
That is clipped down behind fine leg. Yeah, wicket in the tank. Is your tank always full, or what type of tank we're talking about here? Eh? I mean, what's your definition of a tank?
Oh, it's very broad, I say.
That's what I'm asking. That's why I'm asking. What's your definition?
Right now, it's definitely wickets in hand. So, like I said, surely they'll be able to come out now. 5 overs left. The possibility of being bowled out is probably not possible, but...
You're in the hot seat there, but
Yeah.
you are in the hot seat.
It's about the only thing that's going good for them right now is having something in the tank.
Well, I agree, but let me remind you, many a man has sat in that same seat of yours and have made some great predictions, which hasn't come true. So you say they can't be bowled out, so we'll see. We'll see.
Eugene, with the projected score being 39 right now, there's probably no choice.
No choice whatsoever. No choice whatsoever. I mean, you might as well go down blasting yourself here. Sammy van Wyk is the new bowler. Oh, it's a slower ball. He's just showing off with his skills here, Sammy. And yeah, this is a good sort of template here for the Vipers. One field casting for them to really keep the pressure up here on the Blasters.
यूजिन शुरू से ही अकील ने पहला ओवर स्टार्ट किया तो उन्होंने प्रेशर रखा बैट्समैन के ऊपर और इतनी ज्यादा डॉट्स बॉल हो गई हैं ब्लास्टर की जानिब से.
Beautiful shot there off the back foot. Straight to the birthday boy there, Mahmoud Peterson. Can't understand, what do captains put themselves in vital, pivotal positions like that? I mean, I would have been grazing somewhere else, maybe mid-wicket or somewhere like that. God.
Setting the standard, I suppose.
Well, okay, there's that as well. I'll go with that.
You must be a good fielder, Eugene.
I'll still be at mid-wicket, mate. Another ball.
Eugene, as we've alluded to many times this morning so far, it's dot balls.
Yeah, that has been the story of the day here. That projector score, I think they need to double that somehow. But what a time for bowlers just to come in here and bowl. Braxton, he's faced 14 deliveries already here for his 5.
You have to give credit as well to...
Oh, beautiful shot by Braxton. He gave himself a little bit of room and hit that through extra all along the carpet for 4. Glorious shot.
Wow, that raced the boundary. Straight out the middle.
Eugene, you bowl back of a length, and the last ball he go ball full.
Well, you can ask Sammy later what was the thinking there. I don't know what the thinking was. But a 4 to finish that up with. So 26 for 1. Braxton with a glorious shot that was. And they just need to up those strike rates there. Braxton, he's on 60. And then Andre Bernard, who's just come to the crease, he's on 33 plus VAT at the moment. Those are the bowling figures. I mean, look at that there. If you were a Victoria Vipers bowler, you will be happy with those economy rates whatsoever. What was Robin Creel doing?
देखिए यूजिन एक मरतबा फिर अपनी पेस अटैक के साथ गए हैं कैप्टन विक्टोरिया वाइपर्स के तो उनको अभी भी बिलीव है कि हमारे सीमर जो है ना हमारा काम करके देंगे यहाँ पे.
We've seen seam all tournament long from the Vipers. Oh, another beautiful looking shot. There's a little bit of hesitation. Jordan Faree, the experienced man there. Yeah, they've certainly backed their seamers. We've already seen 5 here, and then there's still the likes that are not playing today. Rano, who's not playing today. There's others as well. I mean, Pringle is also a seamer. He's playing. Smashed, smoked, straight past the bowler. 4 runs.
Shot of the morning.
There's some shot. देखिए आपको shots create करना होगी. What a beautiful straight drive. बहुत ही अच्छा shot था batsman की जानिब से.
What I like there about this is how still and he created a good strong base just to hit the ball, and the bat flow was there for all to see and beautifully executed. Smoked that past Collison. He had no price.
देखिए इतनी dot ball खेल चुके हैं Braxton.
Oh, no, he's just trying to have fun out there. I mean, Braxton, you just hit one of the shots of the day straight past him. Keep hitting the ball in front of square, man. Look how big you are. Smash it. Smoke it straight, boy.
जैसे मैं बोल रहा हूँ यूजिन ब्रैक्सटन इतनी डॉट्स बॉल खेल चुके हैं पावर प्ले में भी इन्होंने इतना खास यूटिलाइज नहीं किया.
That up in the air. Oh, here's my fielding position, is it? There is my fielding position. No man's land once again. You've got to put a man there, surely.
I saw that, John.
So far, this definitely seems as back of a length is the area to hit. All the boundaries that have been scored thus far, gentle half volleys, very well put away, but maybe they just need to go back to the initial plan and hit that back of a length.
Oh, he has smoked that again. It's going out to the offside. Here's the running. Oh, that's excellent running there by the batter there, and they're getting back there for 2.
Eugene, I don't understand. पहले इन्होंने ऐसे attack करने की कोशिश क्यों नहीं की early on, and all of a sudden different approach batsman की जानिब से.
I'll come back to that now. That's going to be a wide. That's going to be a wide. There we go. Sounds of Creed. This time by umpire Tom. Yeah, I think just with the makeup of the team today from the Blasters, I think they wanted to make their chase a little bit later with wickets in hand, as Garth was saying early on. So now they've gone past that strategic timeout period sponsored by Golf Ticket. Now, after this delivery, there'll be 3 overs left. So we might see a lot more acceleration from here on in. Beautiful. There's that back of a length, Garth, that you were talking about. And that's where the team potentially have to keep here on this track.
Definitely. Going back to the initial plan, so much more intent shown by the Blasters now. You have to question if it's a bit too late, though. Maybe this needed to be shown a bit earlier before the break. But definitely more intent shown.
25 runs in that period between overs 4 and 7 there. And it looks like Sammy, he's going to be coming to bowl his second over. He went for 6 runs. Bowled 3 dots in that first over of his. He's going to be bowling here to Braxton. Yeah, I feel there will be some sort of acceleration now. The boys have been set. Can they muscle their way here? Can they muscle their way to some sort of total here? The Blasters. Most of it, they've just been sort of resorting to singles as well.
देखिए यूजिन, last 3 overs हैं. अगर ये competitive total board पे लगा ले around 60-65, I mean Victoria Vipers इतना अच्छा उनका chase record नहीं है इस league में.
I don't feel that that's going to be anywhere near enough, Kasif. 65. It's nicely clipped there, just for the one. That time by Andre Bernard. But Braxton has shown some intent now. He's on 15 of 19 deliveries. 4 balls to go here.
Some sort of chance, Eugene, as long as you have runs on the board.
I would, if it was the first week, I would agree with you. Not in this week with a wicket looking an absolute belter. Full ball again, and that is just sort of caressed down. They just can't find boundaries here now. There we have it again, that big screen there. Beautiful. And with the team sponsors on either side of that, as well as the associate sponsor and our main sponsor, Taj 777. Glorious addition to this tournament. Oh, that's well bowled. That was well bowled. Wicket to wicket here from Sammy van Wyk. Showed us a few little slow balls as well. And that one, he gets it with a little bit of a quick delivery. Look, if you see that, hit that back of a length that Garth was telling us there, and it's gun barrel straight.
Yeah, exactly, Eugene. Hard length के साथ, hard ball के साथ bowling करते हैं Shami van Wyk, और अच्छी change of pace भी लेके आते हैं.
There's that slower ball now. There's that slow ball now. That's all coming out here.
It's still definitely the length that makes it a successful ball to bowl. It's clearly been proven that it's that back of a length. We look at the total now, but you have to admit that through experience and knowing and watching many games, 2 teams need to bat on this wicket.
I'm not going to fall for that old cliche, let me tell you. Oh, beautifully clipped off his legs. Is this ball going to race away? The outfield has got a lot quicker and has gone away. A beautiful cricket shot played there by Braxton for 4.
He's certainly catching up with the strike rate now.
Yeah, that's the old beautiful. You know, this a ball that was down the leg side, and he just turned it around. I feel that no price.
देखिए यूजिन, बहुत ही अच्छा कमबैक ब्लास्टर की जानब. देखिए ones and twos आ रहे हैं आपके, and the last ball, a bad ball he put away.
Yeah, it was not such a good delivery there from Sammy van Wyk, and he finished with 2 overs for 14. He bowled 4 dots in that. Now then, who is the rest? It looks like Robin Creel. Robin Creel is coming back here from the golf ticket in. He's going to be left arm over the wicket here. What can they muscle up here? Can they get to 60? They're 17 short of that.
I definitely think 60 gives him something to bowl at.
Well, in terms of the Vipers, they just want to see out this 2 overs. In terms of the Blasters, they've got to live by the name here and really find some boundaries. Oh, slower ball. That's up in the sun. Jody Fourie. And he takes a very good catch. I say that's a good catch because that ball was directly into the sunlight. And Robin Creel strikes with a slow ball first up.
Yeah, beautiful ball, Eugene. जैसा मैं बोल रहा था कि experience Robin Creel bowler है, अच्छी change of pace लेके आते हैं, काफी cutters and slow ball करते हैं, और ऐसा ही हुआ. बहुत ही शानदार start Robin Creel की जानिब से, wicket पहली ही ball पे.
There he is. That's Braxton coming off. And he played some nice looking shots, I have to be said there. And he has succumbed now. In fact, it's not Braxton, it was Andre Bernard that was the man out. So apologies to Braxton, and it is. Not Kolo. Kolo. In fact, this is Kolo that's going to be batting here for the Blasters now. Oh, what is he going to do? Swing from the hip first up?
Has to.
Oh, look at that bottom hand. Look at that bottom hand on that bat. Oh, he wants to get off mark first. But look at that bottom hand on that bat there by Kolo. He is gripping that ball, oh, that bat very, very hard. There we go. Braxton. It's just going to be 1, though. I think he was on the back foot when he played that. So it's good skills here by Creel. Just mixing it up. Saw him coming down. Chuck it down halfway with a slow ball.
देखिए काफी आगे आके इन्होंने ये शॉट खेला है. And beautiful ball रोबन की जानिब से देख लिया था early on. नए batsman.
Again, it's just going to be the single. They're just itching their way to 60. Oh, there's the zip. There is the zip. And I think what the Vipers are going to learn a great deal about the surface is how they're going to approach it if they do make it past this game and into the playoffs, is how their bowlers have got to bowl on the surface. It's 1 ball remaining of the 9th. Should just be swinging from the hip. They are trying, Garth. They are trying to swing from the hip.
After the break, one thing that's very noticeable is that the seamers are changing it up a lot. Before that, it was hitting the deck, back over length. They've certainly changed their pace a lot and kept the batsmen guessing. So I do think they are executing their plans well again.
That's up in the air. Here comes Jody Fourie once again. Oh, he lost that in the sun. He lost that in the sun. If you have a look, he ran towards it. Then he stuck his hand out at the last moment. But unfortunately for the Vipers, That has gone down. I think he hasn't even got a hand on this.
Certainly looks very difficult catching from that side at the moment.
Ah, well, it is extremely, but they came through for one. So there's one ball, or one over remaining of the innings, 47 for 2. It's been tough going for the Blasters today. And at this Kolo, he's going at 100 strike rate. There we go, Robin Creel, he's finished his, just going for 13 off his 2. And I think all in all, they'll all be happy. And it's going to be Wally Khan to be bowling this 10th and final over.
Yeah, exactly, Eugene. बहुत ही tough Blasters ने अपने लिए बनाया यहाँ पे ये game starting from the top orders. इतना ज़्यादा dot balls होगी थी और अपनी टीम को under pressure में लेके आए इतनी ज़्यादा dot balls खेलने के बाद वाली खान अपना दूसरा ओवर करने आएंगे. बहुत ही important and crucial over of the inning, 10th over. क्या अच्छा finish करेंगे यहाँ पे. क्या ब्लास्टर के बैट्समैन कुछ अच्छा कंपेटिटिव टोटल लगा सकेंगे बोर्ड के ऊपर. कौन होगा असली एनिमल इस गेम में.
Slower ball up in the air. Here comes the birthday boy. Oh, he's put it down. He has put it down, the birthday boy. Here comes the throw. Oh, we could have had a run out as well. I mean, that was all happening in that ball.
Eugene, golden arm. विक्टोरिया वाइपर्स के बॉलर वली खान पहला ही बॉल स्लो बॉल के साथ स्टार्ट किया. गेंद हवा में थी, काफी हवा में थी. उनके कैप्टन महमूद ने लास्ट मोमेंट पे कैच छोड़ दिया. बर्थडे बॉय.
Seems like it's difficult to catch both sides of the wicket here, Goth.
Definitely, it doesn't come much easier than that, Eugene.
Slow ball again. There's Jordy Fourie. Just knocks the ball on, so we go down for a scrum. Grey ball.
As I mentioned, it's very evident the change of pace that the bowlers are adopting in the last 5 overs. Wali Khan went for, I think, 3 in his first over. Just hitting an area, not changing it up too much with the new ball. Certainly a different tactic right now, but working.
Oh, dot ball in the last over. Dot ball in the last over. Very rarely see this when teams are really trying to put the foot down. There's only 3 balls to come. Kolo, what have you got for us? Umpire De Jong just having a quiet word there.
Dot balls in the last over is a crime, Eugene.
That is hit down the ground. It's just going to be one again. So what has Braxton got here? He's batted nicely for his 25 of 27. Sort of batted there throughout this innings. He's been there. It's certainly a big experience and learning curve for him in T10 cricket.
देखिए अच्छा फिनिश करना होगा यहाँ पे ब्रैक्सन को. लास्ट 2 balls of the inning.
Oh, that is a big hit. Has it gone all the way? It's gone huge. I mean, they were talking about lower scores here to my left, but Ruben Braxton, he had other ideas and smoked that over deep mid-wicket.
Wow, what a great shot. बहुत ही अच्छा shot. एक दफा फिर वली खान ने स्लो बॉल वहां पे ट्राई किया. अर्ली पिकअप एंड बहुत ही शानदार फिनिश ब्रैक्सटन की जानिब से.
Go again. Finish well here, Braxton. Why not? 31 of 28 deliveries. Well, is he going to go to his slower ball? Is he going to go back of a length? I haven't seen the big man bowl a Yorker yet in this tournament.
He'll try another slow ball, Eugene, as far as I know him.
He went for seam. He went for the seam, but well, you don't know him that well, Kasif, it seems. That was a dot ball, and that concludes this innings on 57 for 2. It was tough going there for the Blasters, we have to say that. But well bowled there to the Vipers in sort of controlling that innings in the field as well. And they're going to come out because they know what's at stake here, a place in the playoffs. And the winner here. And if they do get across the line, Garth, they're going to be facing up to the Saints again.
I definitely think the bowlers executed their plans well. The captain couldn't be happier with the bowling effort. Eugene, I don't know, I'm sitting here 57. I think the Blasters have given himself a little bit of something to bowl at. I don't think it's the easiest deck to bat on right now. The deck looks good, but once you're out there, it might have been a bit different for them. Again, like I said, the Vipers, they really bowled well, hit the areas well, but maybe the Blasters can come out and learn from that and make it a game.
Yeah, that's the bowling figures there. They stuck to the guns here. And that is the match summary here. The Bellville Blasters, they have mustered up 57 for 2 in their 10 overs. The bowling has been good, but Ruben Braxton needs to be announced here as well. Well done to him batting through that innings. Let's show you some of the highlights from that first innings. Yeah, with me here is Geordie Farid. And Geordie, I'm going to ask you the first question here is, how's the hammies?
Hammy's feeling good. Hammy's feeling good. I had a nice warm-up now, so got the quads firing, so I'm all good to go.
Yeah, you had a good outing not so long ago with a bat and really took your team across the line. You'll be wanting the same today?
Definitely. Yeah, this is a must-win game for us. If we win this, we go through to the next round, so big game.
You must carry some load on your shoulders being the experienced man. You're still in your 20s.
Not at all, not at all. We are guys, we are a team, so everyone pulls together. There's no one man here.
Go and enjoy it.
Thank you, boss.
That is Geordie Farid. I'm going to ask Andre. Andre, well, T10 cricket, you've come a little bit closer to me. T10 cricket, the fast, bustling game. How have you found it?
Well, I find it quite difficult. It's not usually my game. But the whole setup is pretty amazing. I like it, actually. It's a quite faster game than T20, and I think there's a lot of potential for the game. And for the fast cricket, I like it a lot. There's some sort of shots you don't see easy on a cricket field, so I like seeing batters bat out there. It's interesting to see them the way they bat. I like it a lot.
Got to think on your feet, eh?
Yes, the whole time. That's the problem. And with this heat here, it's something else, especially here at the lower day. Here at 2 o'clock, the heat it's something else. So it's thinking on your feet the whole time, and you still have to chase a score of 100. So it's something else.
Keep a smile on your face, though, eh? Go well today.
I'm gonna keep it all day, and hopefully we'll get a last win for the boys.
Thanks very much.
Have a good one.
Cheers. That's the thoughts here of a couple of fellas here that's going to be taking part in the game today. Let's look forward to seeing those smiles on their faces, hopefully. And that is the match to follow here. The Milton Masters, they are going to be up against the Solomon Strikers. Masters sponsored by Billy 777 and the Strikers sponsored by Winfair 2-4-7. That game happening at 1:30 local time here. And that might have some significance as well, but it all depends on this match we are currently watching here between the Blasters and the Vipers. The target is 58. Gorgeous conditions here. Beautiful day. Not a breath of wind out there, and I think the players are finding it a little bit tough as well. And I'm going to bring Kasif in here. Kasif, what was your sort of assessment of that first innings there of both teams, the Blasters and the Vipers?
यूजीन देखें, सबसे पहले हम बात करेंगे बॉलिंग की. काफ़ी अच्छा एंड खूबसूरत स्टार्ट बॉलर्स की जानिब से. अकील अब्बास, शामी, रोबिन बहुत ही अच्छे एंड समझदारी के साथ, लाइन एंड लेंथ के साथ विकेट टू विकेट इन्होंने बॉल किया एंड रिस्ट्रिक्ट किया आप ऑपोजिशन को लेस देन 60. एंड सेकेंडली अगर हम बात करें बैटिंग की, आई मीन दे शुड हैव डन इट बेटर. बॉल इतना खास मूव नहीं हो रहा था, लेकिन काफ़ी डॉट बॉल्स अर्ली इन द इनिंग, काफ़ी डॉट बॉल हुई एंड उनके बैट्समैनों ने अपनी टीम को अंडर प्रेशर में लेके आए.
There we see it there. A victory for the Vipers will more than certainly take them into the playoffs there. That is how important that is for them. The Masters and the Strikers, they are waiting. And yeah, I could see the way they were batting. There was a whole host of changes there for the Blasters and a few of their key men out. They wanted to do the run chase or the acceleration of their accumulation of runs to the back end of that inning, sort of the last 4 or 5 overs. And they tried to do that, but still the Vipers bowled really well to really control that innings. But it's all for them to do. And the way they're going to come out here is going to depend on how they take the confidence into potentially the playoffs tomorrow. But we'll wait and see. But I think the Blasters have to really bowl well. They have to take their half chances. They have to really come out here blasting away as such, live by their name. I mean, for them to really make it to the players, they need a miracle now, because it all depends on their net run rate, which hasn't been good.
देखें यूजीन, आई बिलीव अगर आपके पास रन्स हैं ऑन द बोर्ड, आपके पास सम सॉर्ट ऑफ चांस है. आपके बॉलर्स उन्होंने देखा होगा कि कैसे विक्टोरिया वाइपर्स के बॉलर्स ने बैक ऑफ लेंथ बॉलिंग की. सो दे स्टिल यू सॉर्ट ऑफ अ चांस आपके हाथ में है. आप अच्छी बॉलिंग के लिए अर्ली ऑन टेक विकेट्स अर्ली ऑन, 1 or 2 wickets early on, and then they'll be under pressure, Victoria Vipers के batsmen.
Yeah, if we can have a look at all the leading men in this tournament so far, the leading run scorers, the leading wicket takers, it's been a really good tournament as well for them. And I think, Garth, as we look at the early stages of this tournament, the first week, it's certainly been bowler friendly as well. So I think what we're finding now is here are the leading run scorers, and Daniel Lateghan, the young left-hander from the Dynamos, he's up there. Kai Curran, another left-hander, he's also up there, and they will certainly potentially be in those playoffs as well. Shaden Hendricks, he will also be another one in the playoffs, so he's got a chance of sort of improving on that tally that he's got, as well as Matthew Florence. Another left-hander finds himself up there. Ruben Serekal seems to be finding his feet. So the top positions all were the teams that are in the playoffs, so to speak. Then we see Kuda there. I think he's had a really good tournament, as well as Kabada for the Strikers. It's been a man there just going at about run a ball, but he's batted nicely. Zach Fernandez played his part as well in this tournament with the 4 innings that he's had. Batting at 101 strike rate. And then Fritz de Beer, they still got to show their tally as well. And there we have the 4s and 6s count. And this has certainly increased as this tournament has progressed along the way, and led there by Ruben Senecal in terms of 4s. He's got 14. Daniel Lateghan. The Dynamos, they feature everywhere. Shaden Hendricks and Matthew Florence for the Tigers as well. But then the 6s count. Kai Curran, he loves hitting 6s. He's got 11. Daniel Lateghan up there as well. Cody Niver, unfortunately, he's not playing here for the Blasters because he muscled his way to a good few 6s, as well as Matthew Florence, who seems to be in 4th position on both of those 4s and 6s log there as well. And here are the men that take the wickets. They say bowlers win you the games. Jody Lawrence, top of the pop there with 10 wickets. Another Dynamo Bradley Peterson finds himself in second position there. Rala, he has had a really good tournament. 7 wickets, he's back. Robin Creel there for the Vipers, he's back 7 as well. A whole host on 7, including Wally Khan, who we've just seen, as well as Jason Fortuyn, the off spinner for the Tigers. He's also there. Willem Menchis, he's had a good tournament. The tall seamer, as well as Lance Kamali as well for the Knights. Janken Adams, might see him in the playoffs. So we're just going to have a little bit of a break here until we wait for the second innings to commence. So bear with us for a moment. Join us in a while. And we all set to go here, and the umpires making their way out to the middle. The umpire sponsored by Golf Ticket. That is umpire Tom and umpire De Jong. They are out there, and they're followed by the players, and then it's going to be the team in green as well. So for the Vipers, it's all there for them. They need 58 to book their place, in the playoffs as well. So it looks like it is Jordan Fourie, and it looks like Fahad Khan that's all going to come out to open the batting. Certainly, Kashif, one would feel that here the team in green are a little bit favourites after bowling so well and restricting them to 57.
Yeah, welcome back, Eugene, for the second inning. देखें कह सकते हैं कि थोड़ा सा फेवर होगा, इतना रन्स नहीं है बोर्ड पे, लेकिन फिर भी इनको चेस करना होगा as soon as possible. और अगर ये जीत इनको मिलती है, सीधा टॉप 4 पे क्वालिफाई करेंगे. और बैटिंग ऑर्डर में भी चेंज है. ओपनिंग पे आए हैं शामी फन वेक, यूजुअली ओपन डे. जॉर्डन फरे फहद खान के साथ ओपनिंग करने आए हैं इस इनिंग में.
Well, it's going to be Jordy Fourie. He's going to be facing up here. And there's Fahad Khan's numbers. And God, I have to say that I expected a little bit more. Maybe I'm a little bit setting high standards here. I expected a lot more from Fahad Khan as well. But as you said, it's probably early season, eh?
Yeah, definitely. Look, Eugene, at the end of the day, the Vipers will be very happy with how they started this game. They certainly executed their plans well. I'm sure they should be happy to go and chase what they need to chase now, especially with all to play for. I said it in the first half, we still need to see two teams better on this wicket. So if the Blasters can come through a good power play, put a little bit of pressure and get the Vipers on the back foot, then surely the next 6-7 overs will have all to play for.
Well, here's the first ball on the run chase. Oh, very gentle there, very, very gentle. And good start, gets a dot there. I think that was just a sighter there for Jordy Fourie.
I wanted to say the same thing. I'm sure if that was his 6th or 7th ball, it definitely wouldn't have been played so gently.
Well, Chris Van Zyl, the man with the number 1 there. Looks like he gets a little bit of nip off the deck there. Not a man with great pace, but hopefully he can make the ball talk off the surface. Oh, that's 2 dots. That's his very sit there. Very calm out there. Goth, very, very calm.
Well, I suppose with the target that they know they need to chase, they don't have to be irrational. But at the same time, in the short format of the game, it can catch up to you very quickly. So they do not want to put themselves on the back foot after being ahead where they are right now.
It happened in the game yesterday, didn't it? But then the Saints did manage to get across the line. Oh, it's a no ball. So it's going to be a free hit coming here. And what a way to face up to your first ball from Fahad Khan. There he is. Umpire bylaws. De Jong.
Don't think they've given it a no ball.
He's just going to have a check first.
I have a suspicion it's just dipped below the waist.
Oh. We'll wait and see. He's outside his crease. In fact, they're going to give the no ball. The batter was outside his crease as well. So it is taken from a normal stance at the crease line there. So it's a free hit coming here for Fahad Khan.
Yeah, Fahad Khan की अगर बात करें यूजिन अच्छे स्ट्राइक कर लेते हैं, लेकिन अर्ली ऑन डॉट बॉल भी खेलते हैं बहुत ज़्यादा. Oh,
that's up in the air. It's gone a long way. And it's going to be short. He tried to go for that. And And that was 2 runs going the way of Fahad Khan. Went up a long, long way.
देखिए यूजिन पता नहीं क्या अप्रोच के साथ आए हैं दोनों बैट्समैन क्रीज पे रन रेट नेट रन रेट इनको ध्यान में रखना होगा यहाँ पे कि जितना जल्दी ये फिनिश कर सकें इस गेम को अच्छा होगा इनके लिए
That's just going to be tickled around the corner. In fact, they're going to be tickled for 2. So 2 more runs added.
Bellville Blasters के ओपनिंग बॉलर क्रिस फंजेल पहला ओवर करने के लिए आए हैं यहाँ पे टॉल बॉलर हैं जर्सी नंबर 1 I'm sure इन्होंने देखा होगा कि विक्टोरिया वाइपर्स के बॉलर्स ने क्या लेंथ पे बॉल किया था टॉल मैन है अच्छा बाउंस भी मिल सकता है इनको यहाँ पे
52 runs still needed from 56. There's a big hit again. That ball is up in the air. Oh, in fact, they're just going to leave it to the 1 again. That ball landing in no man's land there once again.
Your favorite fielding position?
That's the best fielding position ever.
I must say, as a Vipers opening batsman, you'd be very happy to face this gentle medium pace up front.
Very, very much so. But it is about the clinicalness now for the Vipers. Can the Masters make it a little bit more difficult for them? And that's going to conclude the first over. 7 coming off it. Not a bad over bowled there by Fanzali. Got a couple opportunities there. There again, let's give homage to our sponsors again here. Billy 777, Cricket, Trust of India, D247, ID 247, JSK1, Winfair 247, World 777, Golden 444, as well as our umpire sponsors, Golf Ticket, and our associate sponsor, Wolf 777, and of course our main sponsor, Taj 777. There is the equation, 51 from 54. Should be a walk in the park, but can the Blasters make it a little bit more difficult for the men in green? Looks like it's going to be Juster to come up and bowl here from the Golf Ticket end.
Eugene, in club cricket, 6 and over is not the easiest thing to achieve.
Don't give me that old chestnut, please, Scott. There's a walk in the park. There's 10 wickets in hand.
Yeah, indeed, Eugene, should be easy game for Victoria Vipers here. लेकिन जैसे मैंने बोला ब्लास्टर्स को रन्स हैं बोर्ड पे अच्छी बॉलिंग करनी होगी यहाँ पे
What was it, a slower ball or was it a seamer? I'm not sure. But it's a dot ball for Yosta trying to find his line, trying to find his length there. Looked like it just went in with the arm.
Certainly what the Vipers had was bowlers with a bit more pace, so they were able to hit the deck hard, hit that back over length area, which was very troublesome for the Blasters. Looks like the area to hit. But with this medium pace that we're seeing right now, I don't think they will be able to adopt that same plan.
Yeah, that went a little bit more with pace on there. They got through for 1, and that was a better ball. Seemed the first one didn't come out that well there from US to the second one. Certainly did, just got his line a little bit down the leg side.
Perhaps it was a slower ball first up.
Well, let's give him the benefit of the doubt.
लेकिन जैसे आप बात कर रहे हैं यूजिन with this medium pace attack के साथ ओपनर्स को चाहिए इस पावर प्ले को यूटिलाइज करना अच्छे तरीके से
There's a full toss. Well fielded there and sort of a shortish extra cover. Looks like that's the captain, I think. Leon Lavaskachny. Brings Fahad Khan back on strike here.
You think Eugene Shami would have been a better option there here?
Oh, hits that so straight there. I caught the back end of that. You asked me if Sammy would have been a better option opening the batting. Not after his last innings. He went first ball, so he's got to learn from that. You know, you can't just be given so many chances. So they've opted for Fahad Khan today.
Okay, spin. Ball. Ball gaan over. Ja. Ja. Hey, Bernard. Hey.
So again, here's field changes being made aplenty. Man from third, man coming into the ring, man at deep square going out there. That's Braxton going out there now. Down the leg side. How's the running?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just one again. It is just one. Yeah, and I can understand your question. Maybe somebody like Sammy is a bit more attacking flair for the Vipers. But, I mean, you're only as good as your last innings, and he went out first ball. And I think what probably they thought, look here, we can't just reward sort of a lack of responsibility, so to speak, with another opportunity. But we're not sure what the compensations are. Oh, that's going to be a wide. No, it's not going to be a wide. Very generous there, Tom. Very generous. And that's the over. 10 off after 2.
Eugene, with the Bellville Blasters not posting a very competitive total, they somewhere at the bottom of the log, maybe don't have an opportunity to make the playoff. What do you think the motivation is being for these guys to come out and try and win this game?
Pride in your own performance. You should always have pride in your performance there. So you're going to have a lot there as we look at that equation. They're making it difficult for them. 48 from 48.
It's the runner ball.
Yeah, in fact, I said that it was to be Leon Labuskachne that was in the field. In fact, he's the keeper for the day. So we're not going to see him bowl either.
Again, Eugene, I agree with you. Shami को chance मिला था couple of games and उन्होंने उस chance को grab नहीं किया अच्छे से, utilize नहीं किया उस chance को.
Yeah, maybe they're making him hungry for the playoffs if they do get there, the Vipers. That is played beautifully. But again, that's excellent bit of fielding there by Kolo. There at backward point. He stopped a few runs already.
58 is too easy here, boys. In the middle. Sparkly buiten coach.
Good start by Braxton. Dart off his first. That's down the leg side again. That's Yosta this time, but they come through for one. They can't manage to hit boundaries early doors here.
देखिए यूजिन, आपको गैप्स ढूंढना होगा. अगर आप अच्छा शॉट्स खेल रहे हैं, सीधा फील्डर के पास जा रहे हैं, आपको गैप्स ढूंढना होगा यहाँ पे.
Oh, he's clocked that. Can you, Adam and Evert? He's literally clocked that straight back to Braxton, the bowler. And Jordan Fourie has to depart the scene here.
यूजिन, I think स्लो पिचर बॉल था वहाँ पे और कहीं पे भी हिट कर सकते थे, सीधा बॉलर के हाथ में. बहुत ही अच्छा शानदार ओवर सो फार ब्रैक्सटन की जानिब से. एंड ज़्यादा नुकसान नहीं हुआ ब्लास्टर को. नए ओपनर की जानिब से नए बैट्समैन जर्सी नंबर 20 अभी क्रीज पे आए हैं यहाँ पे. एडम Tomlinson.
Yeah, he's making his way. He's a good batter. I'm certainly, in terms of the Vipers, they don't want to make things too difficult for themselves, Garth, chasing 58.
Eugene, we've mentioned it a lot. Dot balls is again the story. There's 7 in 2 overs. Maybe there's about 14 balls being bowled, 7 dot balls. That can really add up and it will make it difficult.
It's already half the balls bowled here has been dots here, according to what you're telling me there, Garth. And we spoke about the performance here of the Vipers that they want to hope to carry through to them. If they do, the Vipers get across the line. They really got to try and show a little bit more great intent. Here's a play and a miss. I mean, the tide must be in.
They're certainly not making it easy for themselves.
47 from 44 balls, folks. Oh, that's an edge, and that's going to go for 4.
Eugene, that's beautiful balls. बहुत ही अच्छी है लाइन लेंथ के साथ ब्रैक्सटन बॉलिंग कर रहे हैं. ज़्यादा पेस नहीं दे रहे हैं वहाँ पे, लेकिन लाइन एंड लेंथ it's beautiful ball by Braxton. Outside ऐसा वहाँ पे, लेकिन 4 runs आएंगे बैट्समैन को. लकी रहे वहाँ पे.
Heading straight for the golf ticket board there. Very fortuitous boundary for the Vipers as well as Tomlinson. He's off the mark now. 43 from 43. We're back to a runner ball. Oh, they're going to get through for that single. And that is going to conclude the power play. 16 for 1 after 3 overs. At the same stage, the Blasters were 10 without loss.
Certainly very slow power plays from both teams. The Vipers do not want to let that dot ball tally rise and make it difficult for them towards the end. It should have been an easy target to chase. Maybe a little bit more running between the wickets, some intent to at least get the single in the power play would have helped the cause. But like I said, if the Blasters got away with a good power play, they would still be able to defend that total.
All right, we're going to turn to some spin, some tweakers. This is Andre Bernard. He's going to come on here to bowl. Can he do a job like the Terminator can do that normally comes on here for the Blasters?
Eugene, बहुत ही अच्छा मूव है यहाँ पे ब्लास्टर्स के कैप्टन की जानिब से. और विक्टोरिया वाइपर्स इतने अच्छा स्पिन को नहीं खेला था लास्ट कपल ऑफ इनिंग्स में भी. एंड कैन द स्पिनर डू द जॉब हियर?
That's just going to be the one.
It's all they need for now. Obviously, out of the power play, the field's definitely going to be spread as it is. So picking up the singles and eliminating those dot balls probably going to be a bit easier for the Vipers. So maybe they just need to do this for the next 4 or 5 overs, see where they are at that point, and then, you know, assess the game.
They're going to come back for 2. Oh, direct hit. Straight on to the stumps there. But they're safely through for 2.
यूजिन, अगर बैटिंग की बात करें दोनों टीम की जानिब से, कंडीशन ऐसे नज़र आ रहा है कि बहुत ही अच्छी कंडीशन है बैटिंग के लिए. लेकिन दोनों बैट्समैन, दोनों टीम्स की जानिब से कुछ नया दिखने को नहीं मिला बैटिंग में इनकी.
There's a big hit. It's not going to go all the way to the boundary. It's going to go for 2. The balls are spinning away from the fielder there. They're really trying to bludgeon their way here. Again, Fahad Khan not getting hold of that. Going to come through for 1. Tidy over here by Andre Bernard. 6 off it so far. 2 balls to come.
Eugene, do they have net run rate in their mind while batting?
You don't need to have net run rate. It's just about victories today. Oh, that's a dot ball. A victory would just put them straight into the playoffs. So net run rate goes out the window. If you're a Viper supporter and if you're a Viper team, it's got nothing to do with net run rate whatsoever today. It's all about just the W. That's a big hit coming out here to deep mid wicket, and that's going to be a 4. A And that is going to conclude 4 overs here with a score on 26 now for 1 at Tomlinson, hitting the ball nicely out there to the cow region and into the tars. 7-7-7 board. So for this over, we're going to leave you with Kasif, and he's going to describe the action here leading into that golf ticket strategic timeout period.
Thanks, Eugene. This league is sponsor, but I sponsor Taj 777 presents Taj Cricket Club League T10 Cricket ka Asli Animal, powered by Wolf 777, Billy 777, Cricketer Trust of India, T247, ID 247, DSK1, Winfrey 247. एक बार फिर दूसरे एंड की जानिब से स्पिन होगी ब्लास्टर की जानिब से. Oh, what a tidy start by the bowler. अंपायर का इशारा वाइड था यहाँ पे. फहद खान की अगर बैटिंग की अप्रोच की बात करें, ज्यादा स्ट्राइक को रोटेट रखते हैं दोनों तरफ की जानिब. अच्छा हिट भी लगा लेते हैं. ब्यूटीफुल प्लेड सो फार फहद खान की जानिब से. खोलो सिटुआई नए बॉलर हैं इनके. और यहाँ पे होगा नो बॉल का इशारा. इतना अच्छा पावर प्ले नहीं किया दोनों बैट्समैन, दोनों टीम्स की तरफ से. ऐसा लग रहा है पिच काफी अच्छी है बैटिंग के लिए. एक दफा फिर फुल टॉस का मौका इस्तेमाल एडम की जानिब से. सीधा फील्डर के बॉलर के पाँव में लगा यहाँ पे जाके. इनफैक्ट बैट्समैन फहद खान फ्लाइट किया एक मरतबा फिर सीधा साइड स्क्रीन के जाके लगा. 6 रन आएंगे एडम को. बहुत ही खूबसूरती के साथ पिक किया यहाँ पे. कमाल की शॉट यहाँ पे. पहला बड़ा मैक्सिमम आएगा यहाँ पे इस इनिंग का. एक मरतबा फिर फ्लाइट किया सीधा फील्डर के हाथ में डाउन द ग्राउंड और एक ही रन आएगा यहाँ पे. 32 balls, 22 runs needed. For sudden different approach दोनों बैट्समैन की जानिब से. देखिए आपको अटैक करना होगा यहाँ पे एक बॉलर को. nicely cut away. 1 रन आएगा यहाँ पे. बहुत ही अच्छा ओवर विक्टोरिया वाइपर्स की जानिब से. लास्ट बॉल क्या अच्छा फिनिश कर पाएंगे यहाँ पे हुलू. एक दफा फिर फ्लाइट किया और सेम ट्रीटमेंट होगी यहाँ पे. थोड़ा सा लंबा था पहली शॉट से. क्या शानदार शॉट यहाँ पे. एक दफा फिर एडम ब्यूटी. और इसी के साथ ही ये ओवर समाप्त पे. हाफ टाइम होगा यहाँ पे. गोल्फ टिकट स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट.
जी हाँ दोस्तों, 5वें ओवर की समाप्ति के बाद अब समय हो चुका है गल्फ टिकट स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट का. जैसा कि हम देख सकते हैं, गल्फ टिकट द्वारा स्पॉन्सर्ड हमारी ड्रिंक्स कार्ट अब मैदान में आ रही है और दोनों टीमों के खिलाड़ियों को रिफ्रेशमेंट्स देगी. अपने दर्शकों को ये मैं याद दिला देना चाहता हूं कि गल्फ टिकट है यूएई का सबसे ज्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉ. ये है फुली रेगुलेटेड, रजिस्टर्ड एंड ऑथराइज्ड लॉटरी ड्रॉ फ्रॉम यूएई. आप अभी golfticket.com पे जाके अपनी किस्मत का खेल खेल सकते हैं. जी हाँ दोस्तों, golfticket.com पे जाएं, वहां पे लॉग इन करें, अपना अकाउंट खोलें और खेलिए अपनी किस्मत का खेल. अपने सपनों को उड़ान भरिए और मौका दीजिए अपनी जिंदगी को बदलने का. golfticket.com के साथ। गल्फ टिकट की टैगलाइन है शेयरिंग मिलियन स्माइल्स, और ऐसे ही करोड़ों लोगों के चेहरों पे मुस्कुराहट लाने के बाद गल्फ टिकट आपकी जिंदगी में भी खुशियां भर सकता है। आपको केवल ये करना है कि golfticket.com पे जाएं, वहां पे अपना अकाउंट खोलें और हिस्सा लें गल्फ टिकट के वीकली ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉज में। बिल्कुल दोस्तों, गल्फ टिकट सिर्फ एक प्लेटफॉर्म नहीं है, ये है एक सिम्फनी ऑफ होप, एक कैनवस ऑफ पॉसिबिलिटीज, एक टेस्टमेंट है पावर ऑफ ड्रीम्स के लिए। अब समय बर्बाद ना करें, तुरंत जाइए golfticket.com पे और खेलिए अपनी किस्मत का खेल, क्योंकि गल्फ टिकट ही है यूएई का सबसे ज्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉ।
The strategic timeout period done and dusted. That is the match to follow here. The Milnerton Masters, sponsored by Billy 777. They're up against the Solomon Strikers, who are sponsored by Winfair 247. That match happening at 1:30 local time here. But it certainly looks like it's shaping up to be a Strandfontein Saints and a Victoria Vipers eliminator. Oh, they've done well. Yeah, what a last over we've seen there. Kasi with a couple of big, huge hits. Taking the score up to 43-1 after the 5 overs.
Yeah, exactly, Eugene. बहुत ही अच्छा ओवर वहाँ पे all of a sudden different approach एक ही ओवर में इस फंजेल एक दफा फिर बॉल करने आया यहाँ पे।
A bit of a big appeal there by the big man. And in fact, umpire Tom, he just shakes his head. He says, no, he got a little bit of a scratch on this. In fact, if he didn't, was going down the leg side as well. So, all in all, no harm done there.
That's leg stump? That is leg stump.
अच्छा शाउट था वहाँ पे LBW का, I think slightly going down. शाउट अच्छा था वहाँ पे। क्रिस फंजेल अच्छे टॉल बॉलर हैं, जर्सी नंबर 1। क्या अच्छा ओवर निकाल के देंगे अपनी टीम को।
Garth here again. Garth, only the 14 runs needed here by the Vipers there. We say that they will look like they will be up against the Saints in tomorrow's eliminator.
No, definitely. It's a walk in the park now. They got out of the power play a bit slow, but they really accelerated now towards the break, making it very easy for them in the next 5 overs. There should be no hurdles in the way right now.
They're going to scuttle. They're going to scuttle through for one.
Eugene, what they did well was the bowlers set it up for them. Obviously a big game for them, a lot of pressure. Basically the W gets them placed into the playoffs. They did the first half of this game very well. I really think the bowlers came out, they executed their plans, they hit the back of a length, and they really gave the batsmen an easy time of it this afternoon or later this morning.
Yeah, agree with that sentiment there. Just have to go over under 3 and over, but I don't think Fahad Khan and Tomlinson have got that in mind. They want to get this done and dusted very, very quickly. 13 runs needed. It's going to be squeezed away. And yeah, sort of still the one question mark for me is Fahad Khan, and can he somehow get into some bit of form going into that playoff? He's doing nicely at a run of ball, 16. And that is going to be the big asking point for me. They've got still men like Shami in the Hutch as well. Mahmoud Peterson, he's been good with the bat. That's powered onto the leg side there. Shots of 2. Oh, no. You got to bend your legs to get down to the ball.
Kind of sums up the blast this morning.
Yeah, powerfully struck there by Tomlinson, but still, you got to get down on bended knees somehow, or bend those long legs of yours, and just can't get there. So we one bludgeon away. Well, apologies, we a couple of bludgeons away here. 8 needed. Powerfully struck down here. That is Bernard who does the fielding. 7 needed.
I think यूजीन जैसे आप बात कर रहे थे फहद खान के बैटिंग की अप्रोच की देखिए वंस एंड टूज आर इम्पोर्टेंट और आपको शॉट्स भी क्रिएट करना होगी इन स्पेशली जब आप एज अ ओपनर जाके पावर प्ले में कुछ खास इनकी तरफ से दिखा नहीं है कुछ नया इनकी बैटिंग में दिखा नहीं है जब ये पावर प्ले के ओवर्स में खेलते हैं.
Oh, now he's playing for his red inker, Fahad Khan. Don't want to get out now. And that concludes over number 6, 52 for 1. Just the 6 needed for victory, Garth. And as he said, we might as well start our car. The Worms, I mean, they are so far apart. I mean, one is North Pole, one is South. I mean, it's really been that bigger sort of depth here in what we've seen here in terms of the performance.
We kind of mentioned it earlier. I posted the question to you. What would the Bellville Blasters actually have as motivation to win this game? I know you spoke about pride and things like that. But at the end of the day, if you look at the performances of the two teams, you can clearly see the team that had something to play for to make the playoffs versus that team that didn't.
Yeah, definitely Braxton. Now, I mean, this is definitely, I want a red ink at the end of the game. That's from Fahad Khan now. 5 needed. Don't think Tomlinson is going to have the same approach. I think he's still looking for the big shot.
Why wouldn't you want to get off that hot field right now? Eugene, this is the second installment of this tournament. The last one was postseason. This is pre-season. You're obviously here watching all these games. What do you think these players and the clubs can take from a pre-season tournament like this heading into yet another long club season?
There's a lot you can take. One that stands out for me is the pressure environment that you're on. I mean, you're constantly under the pump as a bowler. You're constantly under the pump as a batter. And including that, the fielders are under pressure for getting around this field very well. You see this ball from Braxton again. That's a no ball there. Oh, and this. And yeah, he comes back for 2. So Fahad Khan is going to have the luxury of a free hit to potentially finish matters here as well. So there's a lot of positives that I can think of why this tournament is a good idea. As we look at that no ball there, the pressure, the batters under pressure, the bowlers executing to a plan, teams having to come up with plans is another one as well that they can take into the back end of their sort of league season that they have here as well. A run chase, setting a target, how to defend a target. Oh, that's going to be it, folks. That ball has been worked over the fine leg, and they come back for 2, but that's going to be all she wrote. It's just gone for 2 runs. So that is the game, that's the ball game, and that's victory to the Vipers. And they will make it into the playoffs. In fact, they'll make it into the eliminator, where they'll be facing the Strandfontein Saints. So, first and foremost, Kasi, what is your assessment of that match we've just seen?
Yeah, देखें, all of a sudden, एक तरफा मैच हो गया यहाँ पे. हम शुरू में बात कर रहे थे कि runs on the board ब्लास्टर की जानिब से कुछ हौसला होगा वहाँ पे उनको, लेकिन उनकी बॉलिंग की तरफ से कोई इतना खास परफॉर्मेंस नज़र में नहीं आई. And comfortably win by Victoria Vipers. Congratulations to them.
Yeah, they bowled well at the start, did the Vipers as well. The men there from the Blasters, they had no answer. Although Winslow used to bowl a very tidy over, only going for 3 there, but for the rest of them, it was tough going for the Blasters today. And Victoria Vipers, with that win, have secured their way into the eliminator, and they will be up against the Strandfontein Saints. I'm looking forward to that clash already, but there's still a game to come here where the Masters take on the Strikers. And as I said, Garth, these two teams will potentially want to finish this tournament well with a very solid game as well.
Yes, definitely. Well done to the Vipers for securing a playoff spot as well. They were very clinical today. They certainly came out and looked like the team that had something to play for. From ball 1, they had a very good power play with the ball. They really gave their batsmen an easy job to do later on and set it up for them perfectly. They were under no pressure at any time. So, yeah, congratulations. And I do think that the playoffs are going to be exciting.
Yeah, we look forward to that. But enjoy some of the highlights that we've put together for you of this match or of that second innings as well. Post-match interview where we're going to have a talk with some of the players here as well, and the captains of the Blasters and the Vipers. It's the Vipers that have secured their place in the eliminator tomorrow, where they'll be up against the Saints. So firstly, I'm going to speak to Leon Labuskachny here, the captain, the Blasters today. And Leon, it was tough going for you boys. Again, a lot of changes to your team, but great to see you guys just go out there and give it your all.
Yeah, with all the changes, we decided to have a great plan. Let's have it's a to go big or go hard mentality, batter 10 overs, and when we went out to field, just try and get them under pressure, and that's what we did.
Yeah, you guys had a great start to this tournament. We said that with a couple of wins straight on. Just haven't gone your way, but I think you still take a lot of learnings from this tournament.
Yeah, the 10 over format is a different game, but if you take that forward, you know, all the stuff you learn from this, you can put in the other games, and there's a plenty of stuff we learned. And I think that was good for our team to learn, to make the mistakes now, and later on take it forward.
Listen, you entertained us royally. Thanks again, and all the best for the coming season.
Thank you very much.
That is Leon Labuskachny there, the captain of the Blasters. I'm going to ask the Vipers, the birthday boy, Mahmoud Peterson, to come and have a word. And Mahmoud, surely I think you guys are happy with the way you bowled, but more than that, I think you're happy to be in the playoffs.
Not exactly the way we wanted to win. I would have preferred a more competitive game, but at the end of the day we qualified. That's the important part.
Yeah, you guys bowled well up front again, but you guys had probably more to gain from this game today, more than the Blasters.
We could see on the field as well, but put that one side, the boys were hungry. We had a job to do and we executed.
Well, big game against the Saints to look forward to now. You've played them before. You guys know each other very well, so certainly it's going to be a night of trying to get plans in place to try and come up with something against them.
Look, it's a nice position to be in a qualifier. I think the guys must just enjoy the moment and take it from there.
Go and enjoy your birthday, and well done.
Thank you very much.
That is the thoughts there of the captains there at the post-match interview here. There's still one match to come. It's the Masters. They're up against the Strikers. That's happening at 1:30 today. But for the Vipers, they are through to the eliminator tomorrow. Look forward to that, where they'll be up against the Saints.